Hey guys, first time playing Chapter 6 here, and the most awesome thing we'll stumble upon. I will do my best and create it with clay. Oh, we have so much to explore here. Oh, there is a dam. This is going to break soon. I'll bet on that. Wow. The islands. Let's go to the islands. Maybe we should create an island. There is a statue defeating Shogun X? Who's Shogun X?
This guy kicked me off his island, literally. So my mission is clear. I'm bringing this mighty warrior to life with clay, and then I might just knock him off my desk for sweet revenge. But now, all jokes aside, I've been a few hours now into Chapter 6, and he was the most awesome thing which I stumbled upon. But as there is so much to discover, I'd love to talk to you about the new Chapter 6, but also about this mighty warrior, the Shogun X boss on the map. And I'm also curious to hear what your first impression is of the new chapter. What's your favorite part so far? Is it the boss, the masks, new weapons, locations? We are starting with the clay figurine and start with the trousers now that we have finished the boots. Luckily, I made a replay of this skin because he disappeared after 2 days in the item shop. Probably he will return, and if not, we can create him with a replay, but also the blueprint which I made. To be quite honest, I am challenged by this skin. There are so many details. This chest plate, for example, the pattern, but also the belt buckle, which we will create in a second. There is so much to discover, so many intricate details. This is probably one of the hardest skins which I have ever created with clay. But before it's getting really crazy with all the details, a quick announcement.
This video is brought to you by Skillshare, the largest online learning community for creatives like us. As we wrap up 2024, I've been reflecting on my creative journey here on YouTube. One goal I've set before the year ends is to get better at posting consistently and staying ahead with my content planning. Skillshare has thousands of online classes taught by industry experts covering everything from illustration to productivity. I recently discovered an incredible class, YouTube Success, Script, Shoot and Edit by MKBHD. It's been a game changer for how I approach my clay videos, with practical tips on scripting and creating quality content that resonates with the algorithm. His insights are just awesome. Whether you're into animation, photography or crafts, Skillshare has you covered. There is even a course on crafting unforgettable designs with epoxy resin, just perfect for thoughtful, last-minute gifts for Christmas. December is all about reflecting and setting goals. One thing I've loved this year is turning creative ideas into videos, and Skillshare's Reflecting on a Creative Year classes have helped me rethink how I approach my art and storytelling. The best part, the first 500 people to use my link in the description will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. Dive into your creativity and make 2025 your most inspired year yet. Click the link and start today. It's completely free for the first month. And now let's get back to this guy.
Now that we have created this beautiful demon mask as the belt buckle, we are adding some pockets on the left and right side. You may have discovered this golden ring on the left side. It will be used later on to attach the sword to it. Right now, we are starting with the first red armor plate. I've been staring at them, and the question is bugging me, what are they made of? The obvious answer would be metal, painted red to intimidate anyone who dares Shogun X, and also because the blades are made of metal. But what if it's something more exotic, like bamboo plates or a rare mineral forged in the heart of a volcano? I'm just kidding. What if it's just hardened ketchup? doesn't really make sense. We are carefully layering them in an overlapping design.
Named location discovered. We should get inside. I love the interior design. Wow, look at this huge. Ooh. Awesome chest. Void Oni mask. Whoa! We should create the mask.
I sticked some pieces of wire into the plates, so later on we can attach them and arrange them more easily across the Shogun X body. Every angle, every shield, ensuring he's protected from enemy swords, or, let's be honest, gunfire from our side. So what do you think about the new Chapter 6 map so far? It's looking awesome, right? We got 18 new landing spots to check out. You've got Seaport City, which reminded me of Tilted Towers for some reason, with wild battles in the streets, and Shogun's Solitude, a little mountain village in the southwest where even NPCs will fight you. And what about the Great Turtle? Yeah, we've got to talk about the Great Turtle. Should I create the Great Turtle first as POI? Please leave that down in the comments. I want to see the Great Turtle. Okay, me too. The whole map has this awesome traditional Japanese vibe, and I have to say, it really resonates with me. As some of you might know, I've been learning karate for the past 1.5 years, and it's taught me so much about discipline, focus, and staying calm under pressure. Recently, I read this fascinating book that ties into all of that. It's called The Book of Five Rings by Miyamoto Musashi. He was a legendary samurai, and his book is all about strategy, not just for sword fighting, but for life as well. Musashi talks about understanding the flow of a battle, staying adaptable, and using surroundings to your advantage. That's basically Fortnite in a nutshell. Whether it's knowing when to attack, when to defend, or even using the environment, like cover, high ground, or sneaky routes, it all connects. Although I have to admit, the reality in gaming looks different.
Oh, someone is shooting. Ah! Yeah! Okay. Ooh, another mask? Fire Oni mask. Oh. I love the masks. I think we should create the masks.
If you think so, let me know in the comments. There is another fascinating thing about this book. He talks about the warrior's way, which isn't just about fighting, but about living with purpose and staying sharp in everything you do. In Fortnite, it's like always being prepared, making sure your loadout is solid, planning your moves, and thinking a step ahead of your opponents. It's really cool how these strategies can go from a centuries-old battlefield to a modern one in a game. So whether you're dropping into Seaport City for some close-range chaos or climbing the mountains to Shogun's Solitude, keep Musashi's lessons in mind. I highly recommend this book. Adapt, stay focused, and always think ahead. Yeah, who knows? Maybe the way of the warrior will help you get that victory royale. The hanging boards for the helmet and the sword are finished, and it's time to go into the oven. Freshly baked Shogun X. I'm preparing the hair and the face underneath, and these hanging cutting boards on the helmet, they're actually inspired by Sashimono, which were flags or signs worn by samurai in battle. I would bet quite disturbing while fighting. Traditionally, they helped identify clans or individuals on the battlefield. In Shogun X's case, the symbols might tell his story. I tried to identify what is shown on these boards. It might tell a story. It may be even carry warnings to his enemies like "don't mess with me." It's such a unique touch. I'm just doing some final coloring on this demon armor on his right shoulder.
What's that for a guy? Shogun X. How to defeat Shogun X? Okay, he can teleport. Why not? Yeah, what an awesome character. What an awesome boss to create and to defeat.
We're bringing the helmet together and also hanging these cutting boards. Then we also have to finish the samurai sword or katana, legendary for their craftsmanship. Did you know they were folded and forged up to 15 times to create blades that are incredibly strong but still flexible? These swords weren't just weapons, they were often the reflection of the samurai's soul, or seen as that, symbolizing their honor, discipline, and way of life. Shogun X's sword definitely has that energy. I created it inside the sword protection, and we're hanging it to his left side. I mentioned these red strings before. You remember the golden ring? It already looks so awesome. And now it's time to paint the symbols onto the hanging boards. Let me tell you, I'm pretty sure I completely butchered these Japanese signs, if they're even real symbols at all. But I tried my best, sticking with red and black to keep that bold, battle-worn look. As I worked, I noticed something interesting. The symbols repeated after every 5 boards. Whether that's intentional or not, I thought it was a cool detail to include. Oh, and you'll see some of the boards are chipped or cracked from the battlefield. I wanted it to look like Shogun X has been through some intense fights. And here it is, the very last detail. I'm adding some wool to the eyes of the demon mask on his shoulder to give that fire effect. Such a small touch, but guys, I guess that's it! Shogun X is finally complete! I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thanks again for Skillshare. To sponsor today's video, get 1 month of Skillshare for free. Sign up with the link down in the description.